announced that he left One Direction. Tons of teenage girls were heartbroken and crying and everywhere. But what's interesting is I think a week or two ago, he dropped off like their headlining tour, citing stress, and it was amongst allegations that he was cheating on his fiance, who is Perry Edwards of Little Mix. They're both really young, and Zayn was photographed holding another girl's hand and all over other girls in Thailand when he was performing with One Direction. In an official statement that the band, Zayn, and Simon Cowell put out, Zayn says that he desires to live a more normal life for a 22-year-old. He's not handling the spotlight well, and I heard whispers that he is actually working on a solo album. He was photographed leaving the studio this week. So what do you guys think about that? Are you guys One Direction fans?
I like some of their songs that I heard on the radio. But I know they were really big. When did they come out? Like a few years ago.
Like 2011, I think, maybe 2012.
2011, yeah. And I know everyone's going crazy about them.
Oh my god, yeah.
Well, boy bands always break up. Someone always leaves with the boy bands.
I mean, of course. There's always one that leaves, and then there's one that gets really big from there. So it could be.
So that's probably what's going to happen next. Someone else is going to walk out and get ready.
They usually leave trying to start their solo career and hoping for the that's going to blast off, and hopefully it does. It doesn't always work out, though.
They all want to be the next.
I mean, that happens with boy bands and girls, too. Like Destiny's Child, which they just had a reunion yesterday.
Crazy.
And with NSYNC, Justin did well, Beyonce did well. So, I mean, it happens that they just split up.
So my next topic is this week Black Sabbath announced that they're doing their last show ever. It's going to be November 22nd at Ozfest in Japan. And they're trying to get the original lineup completely back together. I think all the members are currently the originals except for the drummer, Bill Ward. And Black Sabbath was broken up, but they reunited in 2012, put out an album, and their original drummer wasn't invited back in because he said there was personal and like financial problems going on with the band. But it's so crazy we're losing all these iconic bands. I mean, Motley Crue is about to finish up, I think, their world tour. If they haven't already, they're breaking up. But you guys?
Well, I mean, my question is because Motley Crue announced like 3 different final tours. So is this really Black Sabbath being done, or are they going to come back in 2 years, you know, do a whole new show again for the money and all that, you know?
So many bands I feel like have been doing that lately. Like even last summer, the Death Grips, they were supposed to be on tour with 9 Inch Nails. They broke up right before the tour started, and then recently they got back together, like not even a year later. It's I don't know if it's a publicity stunt or if they really are breaking up. I mean, Black Sabbath, all those members are pretty old now. I mean, you know, they're all, I think, in their 60s or
Ozzy's getting up there.
Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne. You guys listen to Black Sabbath at all?
I used to watch Ozzy's reality TV show when he had it years ago. That's how I found out about him. And now I'm really watching Kelly a lot, but she's not on the Fashion Police anymore.
Yeah, she left recently.
Yeah, I learned a lot about him with his. He's like very dark and.
Yeah, the Prince of Darkness, I think is his nickname.
Yeah, Prince of Darkness. Yeah, it's cool. I like hip hop music.
Yeah, I mean it's a little dated, you know. I mean, like, how many Sabbath fans are really still out there? I guess. I mean.
There's a lot of people who are into rock and stuff, but I feel like since they're so legendary, they're always going to probably, and there were financial situations, they might come, but I'm pretty sure he has loads of money from all the endorsements he has gotten throughout the year. But, you know, I feel like bands come back out when maybe somebody else who isn't doing so well in the band needs help, and they say, okay, let's go on tour, and let's make some money from this tour, and they'll come out. So many artists said that they were going to retire, but they come back. Like Jay-Z, he said he was going to retire. He's still, you know, putting out singles. So.
Also in this week's news, Iggy Azalea did an interview with Vogue, and she came out and said that she had gotten a boob job a few months ago. And she said the reason why she got it was because she was tired of wearing the extra padding in her stage outfits and costumes, which, as someone who has small breasts themselves, like, I can understand with that. Sometimes, like, certain shirts don't fit right, or they don't look nice or whatever because you don't have padding. And she also said it was important for her to come out because she has a lot of young fans and she doesn't want, rumors going around, did she or didn't she, like a lot of other celebs.
Good for her.
Yeah, I think that's great. I mean, I know there's a lot of controversy surrounding her, but I think this was a good move on her part to be open about it. That's the best way you can be about anything.
Yeah, I think with celebrities, I don't know why it's such a big deal to find out if someone got worked on or not. Like, does it really matter? That's good for her that she came out and said it, because if not, it was just going to haunt her. Like, did she do it? Did she not? Look at these pictures. It's not a big deal. She wanted to fix that. Good for her. And I like that she said it so everyone could just relax. And that's not going to be
no kind of secret. You can't make controversy out of it.
Exactly. So that's really good.
It's the same thing with the butt implants. People make it such a big deal because it's all about media and antics. They want it to make it as bigger than it is. So when the celebrity hides it and make it a secret, the only thing that the media could use is, do they have it or not? So why not just say you have it if you're going to get it?
I think there's also controversy with the booty because of the injections. And these, I'm just curious to see what everyone's going to look like 10 years down the line with these injections. And for example, like Amber Rose, her thing is, if you're going to promote all natural, then you must be all natural. Yeah. And someone who's on trial now, the doctor said that she actually did do butt injections on Amber Rose. So it's like, don't promote all natural if you're not. That's what I think.
Another thing about this is because in the media, the celebrities are getting these butt injections when there are people who don't have the money or the doctors, access to the doctors that these celebrities are going to get it with safety precautions. And so people are putting substance and materials inside their body that are like hazardous, and some people die from the butt injections, or they get really serious infections from it. So it's not safe to just see it on the TV and you go and get it. You really have to go to the right people. And it's not a fashion statement. It's just something alterations to your body. So when it's not the hype anymore, what are you going to do? You have butt injections now.
The problem is that I don't think they're legal in the U.S. So these, different celebrities are going to other countries to get it done. They can't get the maintenance work done here. If something happens to it, doctors can't fix it here because it wasn't done in the U.S. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen some of the complications, but the implants if you get butt implants and not injections, they can flip. Like,
I've seen some of those pictures.
Yeah, it can be deadly. It can be really hazardous.
The risk.
The risk is some of them
would have been.
I was watching a documentary of some strippers in Atlanta, and the risk is that you might hurt yourself, or you might make a lot of money from it if you're in the adult entertainment industry, where people who have a bigger derriere get more tips, or they get more attention paid to. So they take the risk. Some girls take the risk.
Yeah, you can keep your money. Thank you. I'm not going under the knife for anybody.
Exactly. That's how it should be. You should learn to love yourself before you're trying to change so much.
Yeah.
I'm not against plastic surgery. I'm actually not against plastic surgery. I would never get a nose job, but I feel like some women, as we age, our boobs might sag. So if you want to get a boob job, go ahead. That's your body. But when it comes to your health or your life, why risk it? It's not that serious to me.